Hey everyone, in this video we'll learn all about geometric sequences. So let's write down an example by opening our curly brackets. Let's say we have 4, 12, 36, 108, ... So we have this infinite geometric sequence. So what makes something a geometric sequence is that it has a common ratio. So if it has a common ratio, meaning that any two consecutive terms, so a sub n plus 1 divided by a sub n, is some common ratio. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. How do we get from 4 to 12 by multiplication? Well, that's times 3. And we know that's times 3 because if I take 12 divided by 4, that gives me 3. Good. What about the next one? 36 divided by 12. That's also times 3. What about the next pair? 108 divided by 36. That's also times 3. So we can see right here that the common ratio, which we'll label as R, is 3. So this has a common ratio. So this is indeed a geometric sequence. This is a geometric sequence right here. And it has a common ratio of 3. So let's actually go through one more example. Let's say we have 10, 5, 2.5, 1.25, ... What's the common ratio here? Well, if you know this is a geometric sequence, you can just take any two consecutive numbers and divide them. So let's do 5 divided by 10. So 5 divided by 10 is a half, 0.5. And let's make sure that applies to all of them. So to go from 10 to 5, you would multiply by 0.5, or a half. To go from 5 to 2.5, you would also multiply by 0.5. To go from 2.5 to 1.25, you would also multiply by 0.5. This is a geometric sequence, and the common ratio here, R, is 0.5. Perfect. So now let's take a look at the formula we use, a sub n, to determine any term of the sequence. So it is simply a sub n. For a geometric sequence, it is a sub n equals a sub 1 times r to the n minus 1 power. So as long as you have the first term of the sequence and you also have the common ratio r, you can find any term of that sequence. So let's go ahead and find it for this first sequence up here. So this first sequence up here, 4, 12, 36, 108. Let me actually copy and paste it down below, just so we see it. And let me just copy and paste this as well. Okay. So let's say I wanted to find the fifth term of this sequence, so a sub 5. I wanted to find a sub 5 for this sequence right here. Well, it's a sub 1 times r to the n minus 1. We know what a sub 1 is. That's the first term, which is 4. So we have 4 times, and we know what r is as well. R, the common ratio, we determined up here. R is 3. The common ratio is 3. Every term is 3 times the previous term. Times 3 times 3 times 3. So r is 3. Put 3 in here. To the power of n minus 1. Again, what is n? So n in our case is 5. 5 minus 1 is 4. Perfect. So all you have to do is evaluate this. So 3 to the power of 4, that is 81. And then 81 times 4. 81 times 4 is 324. 324. There you go. So the fifth term of this sequence is 324. And that's how you would find it. Now let's go ahead and find the fifth term of this sequence right here. So let me actually copy and paste this down below. Right here. And let's find a sub 5 for this sequence. So a sub 5, again, we already know the formula for a sub n. It's this one right here. Let me go ahead and copy and paste it. So this is the formula for any geometric sequence to find any term. And if we wanted to know a sub 5, all we have to do is plug in our values. So what is a sub 1? The first term is 10. We'll put a 10 right here, times r. So what's the common ratio for this one? The common ratio for this is 0.5. So times 0.5 time to the power of n, which is 5, minus 1. So 5 minus 1 is 4. And then 0.5 to the power of 4. So 0.5 to the power of 4, if I evaluate that, that is 0.0625. And then 0.0625 times 10 is 0.625. So this is 0.625. So 0.625 is the fifth term of this sequence right here. It is the fifth term of this sequence. So that is how geometric sequences works, that is how geometric sequences work, and I hope that you find this video helpful. If you have any questions at all, please leave them down in the comments below, and thank you for watching.